Just the Pipes by Bryce Dolly. When I was younger, I was fascinated by my hometown's pool. We had slides, a lazy river, and the favorite of everyone my age, the playground-esque area in the shallow end of the pool. All of us would play, splash, and generally have the best time of our lives. But the thing that held my fascination the most was the sound the pipes made when the pool opened for the first time every summer. If you got close to the panel that led to underneath the playground, you could hear the water rushing through the pipes in a very odd way. The first time I heard it, I asked one of the lifeguards what it was, and all he said was, "It's just the pipes, kid." My friends and I would always race to the panel for our first visit to the pool to be able to hear that once-a-year sound. Eventually, I was the only one so interested as the years went on, but that was fine by me. When I turned 16, I wanted to be a lifeguard at the pool and learn even more about everything that went on there. I finished my training, and by the time summer was approaching, I was ecstatic to start my first day on the job. I was given the duty of checking some of the rides in the playground to make sure they were ready for the year. I asked my partner if they'd get started on the slides, and I'd get started on the playground area. They shrugged and headed on their way. I got to the playground area and opened up the panel I had pressed my ear against for so many years. I was finally going to see the pipes that held my imagination for so long. I crawled inside and started checking to make sure everything was in working order. As I was finishing up my inspection, someone looked inside and gave me a smile. "So glad we have a volunteer this year," the strange figure said and closed the panel, leaving me in darkness.
"God, someone help me, please!"
I pounded on the panel and screamed for help. I thrust my hands in my pockets looking for my phone, but I had left it in my locker. Eventually, I was exhausted from my time screaming and pounding at the door panel and lay back, terrified and tired. Somehow, sleep overtook me and I was out. I woke up with bleary eyes and saw that the panel was open. I lunged forward only to be stopped immediately. I looked down and saw that I was tied to one of the pipes.
"Ah, so you're awake, I see,"
said a terrifyingly familiar voice. Is all I could respond with as I noticed I was also gagged.
Shh. You don't have to waste all your energy before your big day now, do you?"
The man whispered from behind me, a sadistic grin in his voice.
10 years I've been coaxing and trapping new workers in here, and finally one just comes in without having to be asked."
The man laughed.
"Now, for the part where you're important. You see, I have the all-important job in this town of keeping the god happy and sated for the sake of everyone here. One sacrifice a year to scream in pure agony, surrounded by people."
The man walked in front of me now, grinning from ear to ear.
"Don't worry,"
he said, crawling out of the panel hole.
"Just scream your best and we'll all be safe."
2 days later, I heard the first poolgoers entering the water, and that's when the excruciating heat of the pipe burned my skin. I screamed. God, did I scream as loud as I could. But with the gag and my tiredness, it wasn't loud enough to get everyone's attention.
"Mr. Maintenance Man, what's the sound from under the playground?"
That's just the pipes, kid."
"Just the pipes, kid."